Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Pearson, your elementary ELL teacher. Today we're going to focus on the vocabulary words, and we're going to do the vocabulary review sentences for second grade journeys, lesson 11. And our anchor text is Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin and pictures by Betsy Lewin. For this lesson, you will need a pencil and a piece of paper, and you're going to write your numbers 1 to 16. If you've been given this worksheet from your teacher, the numbers 1 through 16 are already there, but make sure you have your pencil and your worksheet or piece of paper. If you need to, push pause, get your materials, and when you're ready to join me, push play. So let's go over our learning target for the lesson. I can use pictures and context clues to choose the word that best fits each sentence. Success criteria. That means how will you know you're successful at reaching the learning target? I can use pictures and context clues to choose the word that best fits each sentence. Well, here are our steps to success. I will, number 1, read each sentence or group of words. Number 2, I will choose the vocabulary word that best fits each sentence. Number 3, I will write the correct vocabulary word on my whiteboard or paper. So let's review our vocabulary words. A, understand, and just say them and read them. You do not need to write them now. A, understand. B, believe. C, gathered. D, problem. E, impatient. F, demand. G, impossible. And H, furious. Number 1, the teacher blank good behavior in the hallway. The teacher's impatient good behavior in the hallway. The teacher's F demand good behavior in the hallway. The teacher's impossible good behavior in the hallway, or the teacher's furious good behavior in the hallway. What makes sense given our picture clues and the context of where the word is in the sentence? Demand, D-E-M-A-N-D, demand. The teachers demand good behavior in the hallway. They insist on it. Demand. Number 2, I did not blank the math lesson. I did not blank the math lesson. I did not understand the math lesson. I did not believe the math lesson. I did not gathered the math lesson, or I did not problem the math lesson. What makes the most sense given our picture clues and the context of where the word is in the sentence? I did not understand the math problem. It looks like the boy in the picture does not understand it. He's struggling. I did not understand the math problem. Understand. Understand. Number 3. During the fire drill, we blank outside on the playground. During the fire drill, we understand outside on the playground. During the fire drill, we believe outside on the playground. During the fire drill, we gathered outside on the playground. During the fire drill, we problem outside on the playground. What makes sense given our picture clues and where the word is in the sentence, the context? It's gathered, G-A-T-H-E-R-E-D, gathered. During the fire drill, we gathered outside on the playground. Gathered means to come together. So the children gathered or came together outside on the playground with their teacher. Gathered. Number 4, I was able to solve the blank all by myself. I was able to solve the understand all by myself. I was able to solve the believe all by myself. I was able to solve the gathered all by myself. Or I was able to solve the problem all by myself. What makes sense given our picture clues and where the word is in the sentence? Problem. I was able to solve the problem all by myself. I was able to solve the problem all by myself. Problem. 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 Number 5. Farmer Brown was blank when the cows typed no milk. Farmer Brown was impatient when the cows typed no milk. Farmer Brown was demand when the cows typed no milk. Farmer Brown was impossible when the cows typed no milk. And Farmer Brown was furious when the cows typed no milk. What makes the most sense given the picture clues and where the word is in the sentence? There's actually two words that could fit in this sentence. Farmer Brown was furious when the cows typed no milk. It could also be Farmer Brown was impatient when the cows typed no milk because he was impatient. But if you remember the story, it says outright Farmer Brown was furious. 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 Farmer Brown was furious when the cows typed no milk. Number 6. It is blank for a fish to walk on land. It is impatient for a fish to walk on land. It is demand for a fish to walk on land. It is impossible for a fish to walk on land. Or it is furious for a fish to walk on land. What makes the most sense given the context of where the word is in the sentence and our picture clues? Well, it is impossible for a fish to walk on land. Why? Because fish don't have legs and feet, they only have fins and flippers. So it is impossible for a fish to walk on land. It is impossible for a fish to walk on land. Impossible. Impossible. Number 7. The girl was very blank while standing in line. So, what makes sense given the context of where the word is in the sentence and our picture clues? The girl was very impatient while standing in line. The girl was very demand while standing in line. The girl was very impossible while standing in line, or the girl was very furious while standing in line. Well, there could be two potential answers here, but the best one is impatient. Usually you get impatient when you have to wait in line for a long time, but you might also get furious because furious is similar because you start getting irritated. But the girl was very impatient while standing in line. Impatient, impatient. Impatient, impatient. The girl was very impatient while standing in line. Number 8. I blank. It's almost time to go home from school. I understand it's almost time to go home from school. I believe it's almost time to go home from school. I gathered it's almost time to go home from school. I problem it's almost time to go home from school. I believe it's almost time to go home from school. Believe. Believe. I believe it's almost time to go home from school. You could also say, I understand it's almost time to go home from school, but believe probably makes the most sense. I believe it's almost time to go home from school. Number 9. What word goes with assembled and collected? What word goes with assembled and collected? Understand, believe, gathered, problem. Gathered. 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 What word goes with assembled and collected? Gathered. Putting things all together. Gathered. All right, number 10. What word goes with unable and incapable? So here's the sentence, unable to connect to the internet. Or look at your picture clue here. What word goes with unable and incapable? Would it be impatient, demand, impossible, or furious? Impossible. If you notice that dog being held up by those balloons, I think that's impossible. The dog is too heavy for those balloons. Impossible. 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 Impossible goes with unable and incapable. Number 11. What's a synonym for very angry or mad? What's a synonym, a word that means the same, for angry or mad? Would it be impatient, demand, impossible, or furious? Well, a synonym for angry, very angry and mad is furious. 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 Furious is a synonym for very angry or mad. Furious. Number 12. What word goes with have confidence? Have confidence. Understand, believe, gathered, or problem. Believe. When you believe, you have confidence. Believe. Believe. When you believe, you have confidence. Believe. Number 13. What's a synonym, a word that means the same for know or comprehend? What's a synonym for know and comprehend? Would it be understand, believe, gathered, or problem? Understand. Because when you know something and comprehend something, you understand. UNDERSTAND. Stand. Understand. Understand. Number 14. What word goes with puzzle and riddle? What word goes with puzzle and riddle? Understand, believe, gathered, or problem? Problem, because when you have a puzzle, it's like a problem you need to solve. And when you have a riddle, it's also like a problem you need to solve. Problem, problem. Number 15. What word goes with eager and not calm? Eager and not calm. Would it be impatient, demand, impossible, or furious? Impatient. 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 What word goes with eager and not kind? Calm, I mean. Impatient. 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 And finally, number 16, last word. What word goes with ask and insist? Would it be impatient, demand, impossible, or furious? Look at your picture clues. Demand. Demand. If you ask and insist, you may demand. 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 All right, time to check your work. Number 1, demand. Number 2, understand. Number 3, gathered. Number 4, problem. Number 5, furious. Number 6, impossible. Number 7, impatient. Number 8, believe. Number 9, gathered. Number 10, impossible. Number 11, furious. Number 12, believe. Number 13, understand. Number 14, problem. Number 15, impatient. Number 16, demand. So if you need to change any of those answers, push pause. Make sure you have the same answers for here, numbers 1 through 8 and numbers 9 through 16. And when you're finished, push play. Nice work, you have mastered your vocabulary words. On the top of your paper, I want you to reflect on our learning target. I can use pictures and context clues to help me understand important words from the story Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. Would you give yourself a 4? I could teach this lesson. I easily selected all the correct vocabulary words that fit each sentence. Would you give yourself a 3? I was able to select most of the correct vocabulary words that fit each sentence. Or 2, I was able to select some of the correct vocabulary words that fit each sentence. Or 1, I was not able to select any of the correct vocabulary words that fit each sentence. How do you think you did today? 4, 3, 2, or 1? Thank you, boys and girls, for doing the vocabulary review lesson with me today. Have a great day.